Hello and welcome to video computer practice N6. We are basically doing new Excel formula where we'll be learning how to use our if statements, our large formula and our small formula. So here I have two scenarios. Scenario 1 is our results erase, which is here. So we have a marathon runner and we have runner A okijime 17 minutes, we have runner B okijime 23 minutes, we have runner C okijime 25 minutes, we have runner D okijime 10 minutes, we have runner E okijime 12 minutes. So this is the duration that each runner took to complete the race. Manje, in your own understanding, if I were to ask Uguti, which is the best runner learning, who would you say is your best runner? Looking at race yako, the person who took the least time to complete a race would definitely be your best runner. Shuthi lo muntu othatha isikhathi esifishane to complete the race would be your best runner, because shuthi uyofika qala kwi finish line abanye bengakafiki. So your best runner would be your runner D, followed by your runner E, followed by your runner A, followed by your runner B, lastly your runner C. You understand it? Because your best runner would be the one who took the least time to complete the race. And then your worst runner would be the one who took the longest time to finish the race, because that person arrived last at the finish line. So for your best runner, you'd want to name the one who took the least time or the smallest time to finish the race, because we are in a race. So I'm introducing you to a new formula. I'll go on to functions and then I'll change this to all, and then I'm looking for a formula that you know as small. So there's a formula known as small, and here's my formula here. And then my array would be where am I searching for my results and what number do I want. I want the first one, so I'll press OK. So now my best runner is the one who completed the race in 10 minutes. So I went on, Nangu small runner, my array was this, and OK was the number, the position that I wanted. So now I want my worst runner. So basically my worst runner would be the one who took the longest time to finish the race. So my worst runner would be the one who took the longest to finish the race. So it's basically the one who ran the race for a longer period of time. So again, I'm introducing you to another formula. Just say all here, and then now I'm looking for a formula known as large. Okay, so now my array again will be my digit, and now I'm looking for the first position in those who took the longest to finish the race. Ngifuna number 1 kulabo abathatha isikhathi eside ukuqeda i-race. So I'll write 1 here. Yabona? Eqaleni bengifuna number 1 kulabo abathatha isikhathi esincane ukufinisha i-race. Manje sengifuna number 1 kulabo abathatha isikhathi eside to finish the race. Ngakho ngisebenzisa iformula ku-large. Eqaleni because bengifuna labo abathatha isikhathi esincane, ngisebenzisa iformula ukubani oku-small. Okay, then I'm gonna press 1. So now we are born and the one who took the longest time to complete the race was 25 minutes, so we're see, and therefore I have 25 here. Okay, I want the second worst runner. Should see after 25, who is the next person who took a longer time or longer duration to complete the race. Okay, again I'm going to take large, and I'm going to select my array here, and then I'm going to say 2, from those who took the longest time to finish the race, I want the one who came second. Then we're going to press OK, and my answer would be 23. Simple stuff. So this is the race. These are the results of a race. So the one who took the smallest or the shortest time to complete the race would be regarded as the best or as the winner. The one who took the longest time to complete the race would be regarded as, I don't know to say a loser, but the one who didn't make it to win the race. And this is also so large for that, because it is a race. Now let's go on to your test result. Still the same formula, but then now it's just a change in scenario. So now let's say you've written a test and your results come out, and these are your results. You have student A who got 235, student B who got 45%, student C who got 85%, student D who got 69, and student E who got 97. So who was your best performer? Obviously, because now we are looking at marks, your best performer was the student E, the one who scored 97 for the test. Your second best performer would be student C, because student C got 85% for the test. Your third best performer would be your student D, because student D scored 69%, and then Elandelo 45 for student B, and then student A would be 35%. Okay. So obviously now, if you want our best students, you want the students who performed well or the one who scored the highest marks for the test. This would be your best student. So this time around, for the best students, we are going to take a formula to Ubani or large. And then I want my number 1. And my best student was 97%. Okay, and then my second best student, obviously I can see the one who performed a bit better from student E was student C. So again, I'm going to take large. My array will be the marks, but then now I want the second best, so I'll say 2. And 85. Now my worst student would be the one who performed the least for the test. So for this one, I'm going to take small. And my array would be the results, and I'd want the first one in those who performed the least. And my least performing students is student A with 35 marks. So whether your best is your smallest or your largest, it depends on the scenario. Lana for the best runner, I used small, but Lana for the best students, I used large. Lana for the worst runner, I used large, but Lana for the worst student, I used small. So small will not always be the best or the worst. Large will not always be the best or the worst. It depends on the scenario which determines is your best the slowest or the smallest, then you'll use small. If your best is the highest, then you'll use large. So you can't really tell if they want best, you'll use small. If they want worst, you'll use large. It depends on the scenario. That is why I'm using the same formula but on different scenarios. Okay, so now we are moving over to if statements. So you have your students A, student B, C, D, and E, and student A has 40% as year mark, student B has 56, student C has D has 89, D has 47, E has 96. So now we want to know whether they qualify for the exam. So obviously you know that for someone to qualify for the exam, they need a DP of 40% gap phezulu. So now I'm introducing you to a new formula known as if. So again, you'll select all, and then here we'll type if and then go. Here's my if and then we press OK. And then my if would have a logical test, no value if true, no value if false. So my logical test would be if my year mark is greater than or equal to 40. Because for the person to qualify for an exam or to qualify to write an exam, they need to have a year mark of 40 upwards. Anything below 40 does not qualify a person to write an exam. So if my year mark is greater than or equal to 40, if that is true, the answer should be yes. If it's not true, the answer should be no. So if my year mark is greater than or equal to 40, that person should qualify. That's why I said yes. If it's not so, then person does not qualify to write an exam. Okay, so I just made a mistake here. I didn't include anything less than 40. Let's just change this to 37 and this to 29. Okay, and that's afresh. So I'm using my if. So my if statement would be if the year mark, I'm selecting the appropriate cell address. I'm not typing anything in. I'm selecting the cell address is greater than or equal to 40. That person, yes, does qualify for the exam. If not, that person does not qualify for the exam. And then you press OK. And then you autofill. So do you see 40, 56? Yes, they qualify. 29 is below 40, they don't qualify. 37 is below 40, doesn't qualify. And do yes is 96, and they do qualify. So that is how you use the if statement, and I hope this will suffice. I honestly do hope. And yeah, these are the new formula that are included in your assignment. All that is there for you now is to learn and understand them and apply them to your assignment questions. But for now, I hope this suffices. I'm still here to introduce you to more new formula, such as your sum if, count if, and others. But I'm hoping we've started with your Excel, and this will actually be helpful to you. And for now, allow me to just say good luck.